In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to push and birth your baby smoothly and comfortably. I'm also going to be teaching you a birth breathing technique called J breathing, so let's get started. When your cervix is fully dilated in labour, your baby's going to start to make their way down your birth canal, and when this is happening, your womb muscles are going to be squeezing and pushing your baby down through your cervical opening and into your vagina. As this is happening, you should feel strong downward pressure coming from the top part of your abdomen and a feeling of pressure and fullness in your birth canal as your baby starts to take up space in there. Many women say that when their babies are being born, it feels like they need to rush off to the toilet to do a huge poop. This is a very normal and natural sensation because your vagina and rectum are right next to one another. So when your baby is filling up your birth canal, this puts pressure on your rectum and creates a false sense of urgency to poop. Whilst you may pass a small bowel movement at this point in time, this is very, very normal and extremely common, since your baby will be pushing on your rectum and pushing out any poop that may be in there at that point in time. So don't rush off to the toilet. The best thing you can do is get into a comfortable position and just know that it's your baby about to be born. The midwives will clean up any poop that you may eliminate, and they won't bat an eyelid because they will have seen it thousands of times before. As your baby starts to emerge from your vaginal entrance, you may feel an instinctive and overwhelming urge to bear down and push. And this is completely natural. It's simply your body's fetal ejection reflex being activated. If you feel some instinctive urges to push and bear down, trust your body's signals. You will know what to do, and so will your body. In labour, some women feel lots of urges to push and bear down, other women feel less urges. When I was giving birth to my daughter, I felt two really overwhelming urges to push and bear down, so I followed what my body was telling me to do. But I used a birth breathing technique to help me to push and bear down without lots of stress and strain. To help you give birth to your baby more smoothly, easily and comfortably, you can use a hypnobirthing breathing technique called J breathing every time you have a contraction. J breathing will optimise the amount of blood and oxygen flow going to your womb, your baby and your birth canal, and it's going to make your contractions more efficient and effective for you. J breathing involves you taking a deep breath in through your nose, then making a low level mooing or groaning sound as you slowly let the air out through your mouth. And you simply repeat that breathing pattern over and over again throughout the duration of a contraction, then breathe normally in between contractions. I'll now demonstrate a few cycles of J breathing. When I was actually doing this in labour, I had my eyes closed to help me to focus more deeply on my contractions and the sensations that I was experiencing. And you can also visualise the letter J in your head as you're slowly exhaling and groaning that air out. And this letter J represents the journey of your baby coming down and out of your birth canal and finally up into your arms. So I'm now going to guide you through 5 cycles of J breathing. I might not be going at the perfect pace for you, but don't worry about this for now. For practice purposes, I just want you to run through a few cycles of J breathing so that you know how it feels. And then when you're practicing this technique at home in your own time, you will find the perfect pace for yourself. So what I'd like you to do is sit up straight, make sure that you're not slouching back on a chair or a sofa. So your posture is upright, your shoulders are relaxed and down, and your arms, hands are resting gently on your lap. Close your eyes if you want to, then take a deep breath in through your nose, then groan that breath out through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose and out. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Breathing in through your nose and out. Good. Breathing in through the nose, groaning out through the mouth. And the last one, take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you groan out, visualize the letter J as you exhale. Well done. So I went a little bit faster than I would have normally, just because I don't have a baby in my womb at the moment, and I wanted to make sure that you found that J breathing as comfortable as possible. So depending on how you feel, you might want to elongate that exhalation of breath. You may even be able to moo and groan for a lot longer than I did just then. But as I said, practice this technique at home by yourself and you will find the perfect rhythm and pace for you personally. When you come to giving birth to your baby, try your best to get into gravity-friendly positions rather than lying flat on your back on a hospital bed. The best positions for giving birth to your baby include kneeling over the side of something like a bed, chair, sofa, birth ball or the side of a birth pool, or being on all fours. So just a quick recap, trust your body's signals during the birth process. If you feel an urge to push, then push. The feeling will come from deep within you and it will be impossible for you to ignore. You'll feel any urges to push during contractions, so make sure that every time you have a contraction, you're repeating that J breathing cycle over and over again until your contraction subsides, then breathe normally in between. When you do feel an urge to push, do not hold your breath through that contraction because it's going to create tension and restriction in your birth canal. You don't want that to happen because it will make it harder for your baby to come out and it will increase the chances of you tearing. So as you're exhaling and feeling that urge to push, groan and go with that overwhelming and instinctive reaction to bear down. Okay? Also, start practicing your J breathing every day, especially if you're in your 3rd trimester of pregnancy. Practice makes perfect, and the practice will also give you confidence to switch into that breathing technique when you're giving birth to your baby. So I don't want you to be freaking out and getting all stressed and tense when you're giving birth. I want you to know that you've got that breathing technique that you can call upon to help you to give birth to your baby smoothly and comfortably. If you want to feel 100% confident and ready for your baby's birth, with a knowledgeable birth partner by your side who knows how to support you through this amazing and life-changing experience, check out my online hypnobirthing course in the video description box below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful and educational. If you've got any questions at all, pop them in the comments section below and I will reply as soon as I possibly can. Sending you love and see you again soon.